What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? You know who this is. The chosen one, Gabriel Skywalker from the DFS Club, and this guy, Schroeder Skywalker from the DFS Club. We're coming to you guys with a big 15-game MLB main slate video. If you're new, please hit that subscribe button, smash that bell icon so you know when my videos drop. Hit that like button and leave us a comment down below. You guys are getting better at your comments. I like it. I love it. How'd you guys do today? We did pretty good. We had a very good members-only podcast. I'm really proud of DFS Space, man. He's doing pretty good for someone that's just started doing baseball. So shout out to him, man. Shout out to the DFS Club. All right, Schroeder, you're going to come sit over here. So Schroeder's going to give us his Schroeder's picks at the end of the video. So make sure you stay tuned for that, where Schroeder gives us his 3 home run calls. So make sure you guys tune in for that. And G-Man Choi did homer. I told you. I was sweating it for a minute, but he did get his home run that I promised you guys on the early slate. So let's go, guys. Let's go. First off, what we do is we break down every single game, implied run total, the weather, all that stuff. So let's bring that up, guys. All right. So first up, we're looking at the Cubbies at Washington. 4.8 implied for the Cubbies, 4.4 at Washington. Partly cloudy, 81 degrees. This game looks good to go. Trevor Williams versus John Brock Lester. Next up, we got Phillies at Pirates. 4.8 for Phillies, 4.3 for the Pirates. That one looks good to go. We got Vincent Velazquez versus Will Crow. Next up, we got Kansas City at Toronto. I believe they're actually playing in Toronto now. I might be wrong, though. You never know. They might ship him back to Buffalo with all these new restrictions and all this bullshit. So 4.4 implied total for Kansas City, 6.2 implied for Toronto. You got Daniel Lynch at 5.2 versus Ross Stripling at 7.8. As you guys can tell, we don't have very good pitching on this slate. Next up, we got Baltimore at Detroit. Baltimore, 4.4 implied total. Detroit, 5.2. We got Steve Harvey versus Tariq Skubal at 7.5. Moving right along, guys. We got the Yankees at the Marlins. It's a dome, so who cares about the weather, right? Vegas has the Yankees at 4.4, Miami at 3.7, James Taillon at 8.7K versus Zach Thompson at 8.4. Next up, how about them Red Sox today, huh? Have you guys stacked them in the early? Good night. I believe they got shut out. But yeah, we were on the Toronto side on the podcast, so it worked out beautifully. And Joey Votto homered again, guys. Again. How many days in a row is that? I don't know. But let's stay on point here. So Boston, 4 implied runs. Tampa, 4.7. We got Martin Perez at 8.2K going up versus Josh Fleming at 6.4. And there we go. I jumped one game ahead. The Reds, 4.1 implied total at the New York Mets, 4.5. You got Sonny Gray at 9.2 versus Carlos Carrasco at 8.3. Joey Votto, man. Unbelievable, that guy right now. Next up, we got Milwaukee at Atlanta. 4.4 implied for Milwaukee, 3.8 for Atlanta. We got Corbin Burns at 10.2 versus Touki Toussaint at 6.9. And I owe that man some money lately. He's been winning me a lot of money. I thought they'd bring his price up, but no, they did not. He's still only 6.9K, but we'll get into pitchers in a bit. We got Seattle at Texas, 4.5 implied for Seattle. Texas, 4.2. No one's pitching for Seattle yet that we know of against Kobe Allard, guys. So there's that. Joey Gallo was traded, so he's no longer a part of the team. Next up, we got Cleveland at the White Sox. If you guys keep stacking the White Sox, stop doing it, please. Are you tired of seeing losing your money yet? Don't stop stacking these guys. Cleveland at what's the temperature? 71 degrees. Not hitting weather. Again, I don't like the White Sox here. I'm not going to stack them. Cleveland 3.5, Chicago 5.1. You got Juan Carlos Mejia at 5.8 versus Lance Lynn at 10.3. Minnesota at St. Louis, guys. Partly cloudy, 82 degrees. Minnesota 4.5. St. Louis 4.1. We got Berrios versus LeBlanc. And then we got Oakland at Anaheim. Oakland got Sterling Marte in a trade. Very nice. It looks like Billy Beane's making his moves, man. Hopefully the A's make it. 4.4 implied for Oakland, 4.2 for Anaheim. We got Chris Bassett Hound at 9.6 against Patrick Sandoval at 8.8. And we're getting to the late games, guys. So we got the Dodgers at Arizona. I would assume the roof would be closed. It's going to be 100 degrees. We have Dodgers 5.2 versus Arizona's 3.9. We got Tony Gausman versus Zach Gallen at 9.5. That's way too much, especially against the Dodgers. Next up, we got Houston at San Francisco, guys. This should be a good series, actually. 3.7 for Houston, 3.9 for San Francisco. It's a hitter-friendly park. You got Framber Valdez at 9.1 versus Kevin Gausman at 9.4. And last but not least, today's disappointing game of the slate. Man, was that disappointing. The chalk stack always freaking busts. It always does, man, most of the time. Colorado at San Diego, guys. 3.5 implied for Colorado. San Diego, 4.6. You got John Gray at 8K versus Ryan Carl Weathers at 6.6. So it's looking like no weather concerns. This is the day before, though. So temper your expectations, guys. For stacking, off the tops, you guys already know I like Toronto, 6.2. Don't mind going back to Detroit against Matt Harvey. We'll see how popular they are. Cincinnati's always a good stack. Yeah, I don't mind a couple pieces of Cincinnati. Milwaukee, I actually don't mind a little Milwaukee stack, a little sprinkle. And, man, always stack the Dodgers, right? 5.2 implied runs. And like I tell my members, the members-only podcast, the Dodgers are always low-owned because it's like the NBA, the late slates, the teams, they always get low ownership. So Dodgers stack for sure, implied total 5.2. So, again, Dodgers, heavy stacks. I like the Dodgers, Toronto Blue Jays, and Detroit. This is the night before. So, those are my picks from my stacks. And, guys, we got through it. 7 minutes, not too bad. I want to show you guys real quick because I talk about the DFS club. I have to show you guys what we've been doing now. So, Ty Bubs, our dude, let me make sure it's up. So, let me bring this up so you guys can see it. This is our Hall of Fame. We've had this Hall of Fame since day one, before anybody did their Hall of Fames. Ty Bubs came in first on a freaking tennis, guys. And I say we play every sport. We play every sport. Won 2,085. First prize was 10 grand, but he had to split it. So good job, Ty Bubs. That's what's up, dude. Very nice. Tennis, we do everything. L Science, the early slate. Got a 125, came in 17th. Very nice. Very nice. Total of $101. And Bisu came in 4th. Castillo's, man, he's still too cheap. G-Man Choi, what's up? What's up? Austin Riley, still on fire. Farmer, still on fire. Austin Meadows completely destroyed the slate. Absolutely destroyed it. Pete Alonso got one. So, yeah, guys, if you didn't get too cute, and if you watch my video and you got G-Man Choi at low ownership, guys, you are sitting pretty. So, yeah, just a little quick Hall of Fame shot, guys. If you want to come join us, we're the cheapest in the industry, guys. And like I always say, NFL's just right around the corner. Preseason's weeks away. All you got to do, you want the lineups, the cheat sheets, the ownership, the projections. You want to come hang out with Schroeder and I. And he's right here. He's back. He comes back and forth. You know, he comes and he goes. There we go. What do we say, Schroeder? It's dfsclub.com, right? Where you get every single sport, not just MLB. We're doing Olympic basketball. We're doing golf. We're doing tennis, NASCAR, UFC, esports. You name it, guys. We're doing it. Come check us out. Soccer. You name it. You want the lineups, the ownership, the cheat sheets. Everything to make you a better DFS player. And most importantly, the members-only podcast 1 hour before lock. Those are so much fun. And everybody gets good insight. So it's a good way to go. Click join now, guys. Click on my logo, Skywalker DFS. And then what we say, Schroeder, pick your plans. We're the cheapest in the industry. Schroeder sacrifices some of his salmon treats just so we can bring our prices down low, right? He says that's right. $14.99 a month is the cheapest in the industry, especially for every single sport. We do prize picks. We do sports gaming, guys. Members only podcasts. We got 3-day passes for $7.99. Come check us out, y'all. All right, so let's get into the slate. I got cat hair all over my nose as usual. All right. So we're going to bring up Draft Dashboard, which is my sponsor. The sponsor of this video, guys. It's only $1 for 30 days. Everybody else has Prize Picks. This is my sponsor because I'm a loyal person. Prize Picks has sponsored me since day one. So yeah, if you want to try it out, it's only $1 for 30 days. Click on the link in the description below. You yourself can have the truth. This is the best tool to have for MLB, period. Out of every sport, I say for NFL and MLB, Draft Dashboard has everything you need. Saves you so much time on research, guys. You get access to all my player pools too, the player trends, who's trending up, who's getting in, prison pocket, the sleepers and studs of the slate, the position optimizer, and the MLB cheat sheet. Because if you can't win, cheat, guys. Check it out. It's got the best top plays, top pitchers in good spots, studs, mid-range, value, and home run hitters in good spots, guys. This is Draft Dashboard. All right, so let's make this enlarged. That's what he said. And let's get into it. So as usual, we'll start off with pitcher, and then we'll get to a couple bats because it's a big slate. So I like to spend more time on pitching because that's probably the most important part of DFS if you're new. You got to get the pitching right, especially on FanDuel. So off the top, you got Lance Lynn at 10-3 going up against Cleveland. It is a juicy matchup, but you got to make some decisions here. You're going to get to him, Corbin Burns, one of the two, right? So against Cleveland, except for his last outing, he's been pretty good. 27, 25, 32, 21 DK points. Not too bad. He's having a good year. I don't got to tell you to play Lance Lynn, especially against Cleveland. Get him in there, guys. Either him or Corbin Burns. I don't know. I think Atlanta's a great team. I think that they're like, especially Austin Riley, right? It's just him, Albies, like Swanson Stake. They're all pitching in and doing their thing, man. So, and last time he pitched against them, he got negative 13 fantasy points. So probably between the two, I would honestly go with ownership. You got the same upside for both. They both average about 6 innings a game. Corbin Burns, though, has 146 strikeouts compared to Lance Lynn, only has 115. So big difference there. I'm going to go with the ownership's lower and go with that person. Chris Bassett at 9-6 against the Angels is all right. I would just try and get to one of these two. If you can't get to them, you're like, man, I just don't have enough salary. I'd say Chris Bassett is pretty solid against the Angels. You guys saw what Frankie Montas did to him tonight. Pitched 7 innings, no runs earned. Was it 10 strikeouts? And Bassett, look at this. I didn't realize this. He has 132 strikeouts on the year. That is a lot. That's more than Lance Lynn. So lots of strikeout upside against an Anaheim team that's missing everybody but Shohei Ohtani. So Chris Bassett at 9-6 looks pretty freaking good, guys. So, like Sonny Gray at 9-2, no interest whatsoever. His last 2 outings, -8 and then a 5. No thanks. I don't know why Joe Musgrove. There's still some pitchers on here that pitched the day before. I don't know why, but I will have that cleared up. Let's see. Zach Thompson against the Yankees. I just don't like the price. I love the fact that the Yankees can't score runs anymore, and it's probably going to be pretty fun to pick on them the rest of the year, but I still can't believe they're making moves to get bats right now. Why are they trading for more bats? They need pitching is what they need. But, I'm not a GM. I don't, to each his own. But, yeah, I just don't like the price tag, but it is a good matchup. Jose Berrios against St. Louis at 8-1, I do like a lot. 21-16, 21 in his last 3, guys. Last 2 against St. Louis now, 22, 36 DK points. I said DK fan points. I was going to say DK FanDuel, right? But, yeah, really solid guy. Has been really good lately. 8.1 K. He has 126 strikeouts on the year, so definitely worth a look. Even Logan Gilbert, man, against Texas is fine at 7-2. Maybe you're getting a little bit of a discount here. It's just, they'll pull him easy. If he's getting lit up a little bit, they'll pull him. If he's doing good, he'll stay in for 5 to 7 innings. That's just what they do with him. 6, 25, 35, 17, 10 in his last 5. Last time against Texas, he got 17. At 7-2, you'll take 17 all day long. So don't mind that. Kevin Gausman, a 9-4 against the Dodgers. No thanks. No thanks. James Tallion's been decent at pitcher, but for 8-7, hell no. Ain't no damn way. And Tony Gausman only pitches maybe 5 innings maximum, and I probably wouldn't roster him against San Francisco anyway. Let's see. Ross Stripling at 7-8. I'd say I'd have to hit a hard pass there. I'm not even going to talk about Vincent Velazquez. Now, it's a good spot against Pittsburgh. He's 7-7. If he was cheaper, if he was like 6-9, I'd maybe consider it, but no. Tariq Skubal, though, at 7-5 is interesting. Going up against Baltimore, he's pitched 6 innings, 5 innings in his last 3. You saw what Casey Mize did today, man. 13, 21, 6 in his last 3. Tariq Skubal's been pretty good, and especially for 7-5, I don't mind that against Baltimore. And my favorite value pitcher, I'm going right back to Tukey, man. Tukey Toussaint. I will learn how to pronounce his name correctly. This young man from Atlanta has pitched 7 innings in his last 2 games. 31, 23 fantasy points, and he's still only 6.9K. And he gets a matchup against Milwaukee, who's been kind of hot lately, but I'm talking about Tukey here, man. They did cool off a little bit today, which makes you feel a little bit better. He's one of these pitchers that came from the bullpen, and ever since he's been starting, man, he's been lights out. So don't you dare forget about Tukey Toussaint from Atlanta tomorrow at only 6.9K. I will have lots of shares of him. And then there's just so many other pitchers on this slate, guys. Man, San Diego, what a disappointment. John Gray's a good pitcher, too. I'm almost tempted. What's his price tag? 8K? Nah, I think we can do better. See that Kyle Freeland, Dylan Mundy, they're all still on here. They already pitched tonight. Will Crow against Philly. Not seeing anything under Tukey. So Tukey's probably the lowest I'll go at 6.9. And I think you're getting a bargain here. So you can easily pay up for one of these 2 guys, or maybe even just Bassett, and then get Tukey in there. And then you should have some money left over for some bats. Let's look at catchers real quick. Now, I'll browse over these catchers. One thing with catchers, we don't know if they're going to play, right? Like Mitch Garver, he has an injury. So it's unknown if he'll play, that kind of thing. Plus, unless you're JT Realmuto or Salvador Perez, catchers aren't always a sure thing. So I just like to take a real quick look. I do like batting Zunino versus lefties, though. I'd say he's going to play at 4-2. He was on the All-Star team this year, guys, and got a home run in that game. So Zunino versus lefties is kind of a thing for us at the DFS club. We like that matchup. Let's go to first base. All right, so first off, for my Toronto stack, Vladimir finally got one. He broke the streak, got a home run tonight, drove in 3 runs. He's 6K. Love the matchup against Lynch, guys. Lefties, righties. He does a little bit better against righties than he does lefties, but yeah. Give me some Vladimir Guerrero at 6K. Don't mind that at all. Thank you very much. Joey Vato Loco S.A., the hottest player in baseball. Not looks-wise, but home runs-wise. Look at this, guys. I will continue to feature him on every video. He got another one today. 21, 34. These aren't NBA points. These are MLB points. 21, 34, 38, 20, 22 in his last 5. I can keep going. This man won't stop because he can't stop. He's only 4-7. Going up against another righty. He's been facing righties lately, and that's why he's getting it done. So Joey Vato Loco S.A. Get him in there, guys. Next up, we got Jake Cronenworth, who was the only Dodger, the only Padre at a homer tonight, man. 4.4K. He's very, very, very streaky, too. So, especially against righties, OPS is 892. And against Gray, he's batting 510 plate appearances, 3 singles, 2 doubles. So Cronenworth, I don't mind at 4.4. His price has come down a little bit. All right, so I want to go over everybody, guys. There are so many players tomorrow. I'm just going to highlight the players I really like. Next up, we got second base. Let's go to Marcus Semien here at 5.4K. Facing a lefty. Does a little bit better against lefties than he does against righties, but let's face it, a Toronto stack looks juicy against Lynch tomorrow. So leadoff hitter, get him in there. Jorge Polanco, I don't mind at 4-2 if he's going to lead off. 23, 10, 7 in his last 3, and 4-2 is really cheap. He was just almost 5K. Against lefties, he does better. So against LeBlanc, Jorge Polanco, definitely in play, guys. Let's see. Next up, Escobar, 4-3. His price is slowly starting to come up. He's not in that 3K range anymore like he was. He is facing a righty. If you're going to do a Washington stack, you got to get Escobar in there. If he goes any further up, though, in price, I can't do it. He's not, great kid, great future, but, man, I'd rather get some home runs in my lineup. All right, so let's go to third base. Kyle Seeger, let's talk about him. He's 4-4, and I know he plays for Seattle. Nobody likes rostering Seattle players. I'm one of them. But he's been getting it done. Last 4 games, over double-digit fantasy points, 16, 16, 22, 11. He's only 4.4K, and he gets a juicy matchup versus Allard, who he's already great against. 4 for 10 lifetime with 2 homers. So Kyle Seeger, get him in there at 4-4. That's right, Kyle Seeger. And Austin Riley, man, he's one of these Joey Votto guys. Double-digit fantasy points, 4 out of his last 5 games. 21, 14, 36, 5, 24 in his last 5. It's a tough matchup against Burns. Now, if you're going to roster Corbin Burns, like I told everyone today, I don't mind putting one batter against my pitcher. It's not going to kill you. It's not. So if you got to get some Austin Riley in there, I don't blame you. He's facing a righty. He only has 1 at bat against Burns lifetime. But, yeah, definitely worth a shot at 3-9. He will be low owned because a lot of people will have Corbin Burns. And my man Brian Anderson, man, for his price point at 2.6, you should play him every day. Every day. 2.6, man. He's got 9, 27, 18, 3, 4 in his last 5. Against Talion, he's 1 for 3, guys. Crushes right-handed pitching. 2.6K, that frees up even more salary for you, for your lineup. So get him in there. Brian Anderson from Miami, guys. Let's go to shortstop. All right, so Bo Bichette, yes, 5.5K. Kind of disappointing today. He walks a lot. That's the thing. He's got a good eye. If they don't throw it down the plate to him, he's not going to swing. But he gets a lefty again. Love him against lefties, against Lynch. 5.5K. He didn't pay off his price tag today, but that might just bring his ownership down. Batting .297, 18 home runs on the year. What more is there to say? Dansbury Swanson Steak at 3.8K. 3 for 3 lifetime against Burns. So if Corbin Burns does have a kryptonite, guys, this is it. 1 single, 2 home runs, and 3 plate appearances. That's perfect. He's only 3.8K. Now, do not stack Atlanta unless you feel really good about it, which I don't. But a couple one-offs like him and Austin Riley. Sorry, guys, a little brain fart there. But if I had to pick 2, give me some Swanson Steak. 3 for 3. 2 home runs and a single against Corbin Burns. Get him in there, guys. My sneaky play of the day. Kyle Farmer. Nobody's talking about him. I don't know why. I keep playing him every day, and he keeps coming through. Now, he gets a righty today. He does a lot better against lefties. So this could be the day he finally comes down to earth. But, man, look at this. For 3K, 15, 12, 13, 24 in his last 4. Bat 6th or 7th in the lineup. So you want to take a stab there. If you're going to stack Cincy, I would get him at definitely low ownership, guys. He was due for some progression, too. So let's go to outfield real quick. All right, then. Bryce Harper is questionable. T-Score Hernandez going right back here. They had a great day today. Look for another one. He gets another lefty, crushes lefties. Lynch, 5.3K. Get him in there. Even George Springer, 5.2. He's been pretty good, but he does better against righties, so play at your own risk. Let's see. Akil Badu, 4.4K. His price is finally coming up, but I think that's just right. I think you might even be getting just a little bit of a bargain, seeing as he's going against Steve Harvey, who's a right-handed pitcher, guys. He crushes righties. This Detroit team is hot right now, and he is the leadoff hitter. That's right, Schroeder. You tell him. You let everyone know. Akil Badu, 4.4K. Get him in there. Jesse Winker, 4.4K also. Too cheap. This man loves to get 14 fantasy points. He's gotten double-digit fantasy points in all 5 of his last games, ladies and gentlemen. 14, 14, 14, 15, 12. Jesse Winker going up against another righty, guys. Mills. Olin freaking Mills. You 80s kids know what I'm talking about. I was a baby in the 80s, but I still know what Olin Mills was. OPS versus righties, 988. So Jesse Winker in play again. Do you like me some Hunter Renfroe for only 3-3? Don't mind it against Fleming. OPS versus lefties is over 800, guys. 826. So Hunter Renfroe, get him in there. Juan Soto, when is he not in play? He's at 6-1, though. You're going to pay a premium. But he's been hit or miss. Double-digit fantasy points, 2 out of his last 5, right? So you got to pick him on just the right days to pay off that 6-1 price tag. Him, it's hard to read because lefties and righties, he hits them both equally. He's an equal opportunity pitcher destroyer, lefty or righty. He's 1 for 8 against Williams lifetime. That doesn't make me feel too good, but hey, especially if you're doing a Washington stack, you got to get him in there. Sound like Uncle Si saying, hey. Let's see. Next up, Michael Conforto is kind of interesting. 3.1K is really cheap for a guy that's going to lead off. Normally he does lead off. He's 2 for 4 against Gray with a homer, but he crushes righties, guys. You got to play Conforto as one of those players. You just got to play him at just the right time. So he makes the list today. And that's it, guys. So we went through a 15-game slate, 27 players, but don't you dare be sour because it's time for your favorite part of the video and mine. It's time for none other than Schroeder's picks. So Schroeder's going to give us – that's right? You ready to come up here? Look, he's down here, guys. Yep, there's Schroeder's picks. Are you ready to come up here and give us Schroeder's picks? Come on. All right, buddy, let's go to work. Let's bring this back up. I know. Are you ready? I know you're all fired up. I know he wants Mike Trout back so bad. I feel bad for the kid. All right, Schroeder. So who's going to get us the first home run? Who do you got as your first home run call? After looking at the player pool, who do you got? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I like that one. That's what I'm saying. Schroeder's first home run call. I got to go back and look, too, to see how accurate he is lately. I think he's been pretty good. His first home run call is none other than Dansbury Swanson Steak. He says he's going to get one against Burns. All right, Schroeder. I'm with you on that. So, looking at the player pool, who's going to get us another home run, Schroeder? Who do you got for your second home run call? Okay. All right. He just came out with that one. So, Schroeder's second home run call. There's none other than Brian Anderson. Wow. You're throwing him out there again, Schroeder. Good boy. All right, so here's where we really need you, bud. We need you bad. Who's going to get us 2 home runs and totally destroy the slate for us? Who's going to get us 2 home runs in this game and bring us all the monies? Okay? Yeah? Okay. Oh, wonderful, Schroeder. Wonderful. I love the pick. So Schroeder's 2 home run call. He says he's going to get us 2. There's none other than Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Schroeder's all over Toronto just like I am, guys. So that's it for Schroeder's picks. We did it. High five. All right. Good job, man. So, again, guys, thank you so much. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave me a comment down below, and dfsclub.com. Come join the family. We'd love to have you just in time for NFL. We still got everything going, guys. We have so much fun. Shout out to the DFS Club. You guys always keep me going every day. If I think I'm having a bad day, I just go right in the Discord, and you guys, God bless you. I love you guys. So, Draft Dashboard also. Click on the link. Let me know. Let them all know, Schroeder. Let them all know. You ready to say a prayer? Get them up out of here? Are you ready? I know, right? You guys think I'm abusing this cat. No, he's a good kid. You ready? All right. God bless you. God bless your families. God bless your pets. Right? Schroeder said, dang right, and the pets. Let's get this bread. Don't take shit from nobody. Schroeder and I are out. We'll see you at the top of those contests, guys. All right, guys. Take care.